I was planning to do the questions up front, but Brad wanted to do live. I don't know why.
Why
not? And Mom's room is the only room we have 10 times fast internet, weirdly enough. Hello. Escape to Rural. Osmino. Hi. So here we are. We got questions from a bit everywhere. A few from Instagram, a few people just sent to our website. And we just thought, as we are here in end of April, isn't it, Brady?
We signed the 26th of April.
I'm just saying, I know, I try to stop saying, isn't it, Bradley? Trying.
He spotted the wine.
Okay, good. Wine is the answer, isn't it?
Wine time.
So yeah, that's the first live we want to do, as it's over a year now. And it's just nice. And the most important question probably is, well, we're going to keep that one as last. We're not going to keep too much of your time. We just want to answer the questions we had. And a few silly ones that we're not going to answer. One of the first questions was, how did we meet? He can explain that.
We met through Facebook games quite a few years ago. Was it Mafia Town or Farmville, whatever that thing was?
Farmville.
And we ended up talking.
Yep.
And agreed to meet up whilst you came over to visit your aunt.
Yep.
And it went from there. Not sure if you can hear me. I'm quieter than him.
You? I'm a bit loud. Outside and inside. But yeah, that's how we meet. I first, when I visited Auntie, I went to see Brad and his family in Bungay. That's how it's called. In Suffolk. Is it Suffolk?
In Suffolk, right on the border.
And his mom seemed to like me too. And the rest of the family, your sister was not 100%.
My sister's probably the only one who doesn't like you.
And his little brother, that was then 5-6 years old.
Jeez. Thank you for making me feel old.
You are old now.
He's 20 this year.
So yeah, that's how we met. And of course, I'm a very... Hello, Pat. Hi. And yeah, I played that a lot. And I chatted to people in America. I remember that with Farmville. If you think about it now, it's a bit silly. We got almost 5 hectares of land we need to farm. So instead of playing it, how about you all come and work on the land? Okay, that's the first question. How did we meet? And we just stayed in contact every time I went to visit Auntie. And I lived in Edgware, where I took care then of her for over a decade, isn't it? I came to visit you. And that's a bit the first question. Was the second one? Is it actually two? How much did you pay for the shuttle? That's a question that comes up a few times.
Yes, too much. For the amount of stuff wrong with the place that we only found out after we bought it, we paid too much.
Yes,
we got some.
We got extra reductions, but then we found paperwork that they were actually asking 2 years before,
they were asking
with less damage on the roof.
100 grand less.
No, not 100 grand. Oh yeah, the asking price. Yes, 95,000
was
less.
100 grand less.
And that kind of connect us to one of the questions that was not that I didn't put as two, but How long did it to take
How long
you?
did it take you to find the chateau? And was it a dream all along?
Yes. So if you see the beginning or follow us a tiny bit.
Another one? How old is the chateau?
All right. Remember that after I finish that question. I'm old. I only can do one at a time.
Correction. He starts it, wanders off, starts something else, and comes back to it.
Oh yeah, I'm quite good at that, especially with the people I'm very close to, or I think I said half of the answer what I want to ask, and never mind, it's a bit special. So, how long did it take to find us? It was always our dream, like I said in the beginning of the video, to take care of people, isn't it? We always wanted that, and the best place for that is a chateau, in a way, isn't it?
Yes.
A chateau or a very big farm. So then what happened with Mum and Auntie? It showed me more that that's really the thing that makes me feel whole, I would say, not whole, that makes me feel that I do something with my life.
It gives you a purpose.
Yeah, give me purpose in life, taking care of people. And I can do that everywhere. The 2 year we went back to Belgium. I look after, even when I go now back to Belgium, I look after
We got the neighbour one side.
the grumpy, silly 90-year-old lady.
She's the next door, but on the other side.
Yeah. And it's just me. I don't know why I always need to help people. And so, yeah, it's been a dream all along. And how long did it take you to find it? We started looking around 2 years. So I would say I looked before Mum, Yvette, passed away in 2019.
Well, you kept buying the books.
Yeah.
all the magazines.
Yeah, we can blame old age. So I always did that. I always liked it. But then after Mum passed, I lost my purpose. And the easiest way was just actually stay in London. Brad had a decent job in doctor practice. He's not a doctor though, I wish though. Where's your money?
Spent on living in London?
He lived with us. So
I should hope so.
Yep. So yeah. Wait, my questions are getting. How long did it find you? So we looked from intensely from 2000, end of 2019.
I think probably around November.
Yeah.
November 2019. So
Yeah.
after we came back from Belgium.
Yeah. For the extra funeral for Mum. Yeah. We started looking then, and I said, I need to change something with my life. Auntie's not here to take care of. Mum is not here to take care of. And there were a lot of work. With hoists, Pampers, all the things. Auntie had, at the end, Lewy body dementia. She could be aggressive. But at the end of their life, if you see the love you gave to somebody, I cannot describe it, sorry. So many people are alone. And if I can do that bigger here in the chateau, that's the difference I can make to a few people. And I will be happy. And I told Brad, if I'm not here anymore, if that's in 10 years or longer, he can do whatever he wants. I'm not going to force him to do the things I want to do. But that's how long it took us to find it. And
well, we started looking from November of 19.
Yeah.
And we saw the place, where you came to see the place in September?
Yeah.
September of which year?
I don't know. Let's go to another question. It takes too long. What is your budget?
What is this budget you speak of?
You know, we follow. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I forgot now the name from the post office budget.
You
Chateau
watch more of that than I do.
on a budget of 80,000.
We haven't even got that.
No, that was the plan. We would have that, but I already explained that in another video. The pound was at its lowest, really lowest when we bought it. 2 months before it would have made 50 grand different. And
if you look at the exchange now,
it's over 70,000 different. So yeah, we probably had the lowest budget, but that's why we're selling the shop.
That'll get us a bit of a nice
a nice boost to see. And we got the private house in Kortrijk that we not want to sell yet. We got.
That's our backup plan.
Yeah, we got 2 houses in Belgium. So we have the shop, and we have a private house that is small but nice. It's classified. How do you say that?
It's for those in England, it's listed.
Yeah,
it's grade 2 listed.
Yeah. So it's really nice. It's small, but it's really nice, isn't it, Brad? And Brady loves it a lot. And as long we don't know if it's going to work here, I can help everywhere, people, but it's just a backup for now. And then we will see, once we run out of the money of the shop, we need to decide, do we stay there or do we go back and see how far we get with this crazy adventure in a way, isn't it? Because
let's see how grey we go first.
Yeah. I would say or bold, but why do you think I have my cap on?
It's already on his way.
All right, next question. That's 4. Oh yeah, first let's ask the question for Kevin. How old is the chateau?
I know more of that than you. All the information we have says from the 15th century.
Mm-hmm.
It was mentioned around the 15th century, but in the living room downstairs, we have an absolutely massive medieval fireplace, which you'd expect from like the 1300s or earlier, which you'd find in the kitchen.
It's 4.5 meters wide.
And you can quite easily stand in it.
So the earliest we know is 15.
The 15th century, so 1400s.
So
which is this section and the tower, but
there's wine enough here. Don't worry, Peter.
You're not getting the stuff in the cellar.
Okay, so question 6. What is the most difficult part? Is that what I can't read so far?
He doesn't like my handwriting, but it's more legible than his.
No, it isn't. What can you read more? This or this? Anyway, what did I just say? Oh, wow.
What is the
most difficult part so far? The roof.
Oh, God, yes.
So, and that will, is somebody also asked, we can scrap them then. Is the roof now totally fixed?
No.
No, we still have buckets in parts of it, especially above here.
Well, not this tower, but...
not this tower, luckily, in Mum's room. But the east wing still leaks, I wouldn't say like a sieve, but there's probably still...
Not far behind.
Yeah.
The holes are growing.
But you ask why we didn't do that first. It's because it's effing hard to climb. I do it myself.
The roof is 7.5 meters high.
And I climb it, fix it from the inside. The ideal thing will be, and we hope to do that, is take roofing off, because roofing is just, how does it called again?
It's asphalt shingle. It's the same material you'd use on a shed roof.
Yeah, just totally crap.
But even on a shed roof, they have wooden panels underneath.
Yeah.
But here, no, just on the little slats you'd find under slate.
And would be taking that off, plates under it, the membrane. We're going to do that all if we stay. Because we don't want to spend now, even if I do it all myself, it will cost 150,000 easy.
Minimum.
Yeah, euro.
Well, considering the company that came for the insurance for the previous owner wanted 10 grand just to patch the tower roof.
Yeah. The next question is actually, wait, 7. I can't read it.
What fix or project are you most proud of?
You?
I wouldn't really call my quail coop a project. That was something to keep me busy whilst you weren't here.
Okay. The most thing I'm proud of is actually the things we already fixed in the roof.
Above the library?
Yeah, above the library, on the stairs, because it was running. And that ran for years.
Mini Niagara down the wall.
And I was able to fix that. And in all honesty, maybe on the 2/3 of the roof I fixed, a few leaks came back, and that is
the main body, the main section, the main wing.
Yeah,
is kind of, I'd say 75% done. What upcoming project actually excites you?
Are they all 18 plus? Never mind. Actually, what we're waiting for. So once the shop is sold, and that will answer a question also here. Will the rooms for the people in need, who need care, will be ready? The first thing we want to do is the left wing, 1 floor.
The west wing.
West wing. Say the west wing.
It's left.
Never mind. The west wing, getting 1 floor ready, and that's just for the normal B&B, or like Brad like to call it,
an Airbnb.
Yeah, and
that means we wouldn't have to manage it.
Yeah, so you just come to collect the key. There will be everything there. I'm trying to persuade Brad. They also need a little sauna there, so they can use the. They're gonna have their own garden in the orchard. So
I wouldn't like the electricity bill after one of that.
I don't know how long you stay and how much we're gonna ask, but anyway. That's the most thing I am excited for. Why? Because that
getting the bed and bugger off ready.
Yeah, so we would get some money actually going. Hi, Dimensional Horse. Don't worry.
I hope it was a good nap.
I do that a lot. Checking my eyes on the inside. It's important, isn't it?
You can't sit down to watch anything with him. 5 minutes in, he's off.
Even in the cinema with all the noise.
We went to watch
Sherlock Holmes,
the second Sherlock Holmes film, in the cinema, and he fell asleep and stayed asleep in the explosion section.
I'm a busy man.
Busy? That was after I went to college.
I know. That's just me. Another question was, is the chateau remote?
No, not really.
Not really.
We've got
a very small road there on the old gate, a very nice gate we really need to fix.
We've got about five direct neighbours.
We got 5, yeah. So a part of our land, like they do with a lot of chateaus, they sold pieces of it on our road. But we have to say, one of them is doing charity work with, he's next to his normal job, charity work with animals, very quiet young people. The other 3 people are also quiet. Really, we don't, I think it's mostly even holidays.
I'm not sure actually. 2 of them, excluding the one right on the end, which is the young bloke with his missus.
Yeah.
The one next to him keeps his chickens. He's
so-
the one. He's the.
But they're all
the
quiet
rooster,
people. And hello, Puss. And
The one next to him is the pink house,
Okay.
the caravan.
and then we have the farm, of course. That will wash. Hello, Puss. Good. We got the farmhouse. That is hello. Say hello. Hello.
I'm kidding.
Go. She likes to be manhandled by Brad, not by me. I'm the one who tell them off. But I'm the one they also awake in the middle of the night. Isn't it? And the closest one is actually the farm that was normally with this. So he's the closest one. And of course, you got farm noises. We can't complain about smell except when he's doing proper cleaning, isn't it? That doesn't really happen a lot.
Like the last week where
Yeah.
we think he's been having his septic pumped.
Yeah, but otherwise we cannot complain at all, isn't it, Brad? It's not like it's not pigs. It's milk cows
We get a tiny bit of noise in the evening when the cows
coming
decide
back
to
in.
walk back
But that's living rural, isn't it? And I would have loved a chateau totally remote, but in a way, Brad likes it more like now.
They're kind of a safety net.
Yeah.
A few trips for Eve back when he went back to Belgium, I had a problem with one of the valves for the heating system in the cellar, and I don't have the strength to shift it. It got jammed. If we didn't have a neighbour, I would have been up the creek without a paddle.
Peter wants to know if the chateau is haunted.
Not that we know of.
No, it's the only thing that's haunted. It is, and we see it climbing up.
Is that Reddy Pine Martin?
Yeah, we see it coming down in the night because
It climbs up the ivy on the side of the chateau. We see it go past the window, going up and down.
So wait, let me see. What plans are next? I think we kind of sort of answered that. The moment the shop is sold, because the project of the B&B needs more money. We know it's going to cost us, even doing everything ourselves, 20 grand.
10, 15.
Yeah, I'm a miser. But anyway, I want to use decent materials, isn't it? I made jokes about using Action. Action is a really discount shop here. And
Think Poundland, but just a little bit more expensive.
but you're not going to put. It needs to be decent when people are there. It's in a chateau. You not can put them in, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Well, one of the Airbnbs that we stayed in had stuff from Action and.
I know.
IKEA
I don't know. I like Action crap, but
Just not the plates.
yeah. No, I just mean it will cost us a bit, and that's the plans next. To be honest, isn't it, Brad? So the roof, we already asked that. Is the chateau remote? We did that too. Do you feel accepted from the community, and how is the language barrier? My French is
Better than mine.
c'est pas très mal, mais c'est pas parfait, mon français. Et c'est mieux après une bouteille de vin. It's my friend. That's why I say do French, and then they laugh. So the ice is a bit broken. Just means my French is better after a bottle of wine, isn't it? And
J'ai parlé un petit peu français.
yeah, Brad followed online.
I did. Somehow, I don't know how the hell I managed it. I managed to pass a level 1 course.
For French, but he's. I'm Flemish, and we are we chuck it all out. And Brad is English, so you know how the English are.
The courses by school in
He knows more than he speaks, actually.
I can understand more than I can speak.
Yeah.
Same with Dutch. I can read more than I can hear.
Yeah. And under each other, we don't speak Dutch because, well, it's easier for me. Although I was thinking to make a separate channel just for the Dutch people. What is it? I didn't read it.
The only way to really learn French is pillow talk. You're not whispering French. Practically, thank you.
Bonjour. Croissant. Baguette. Oh, Kevin. Will you be doing parties and or weddings? No.
Well, the parties, maybe.
What's the guy?
Definitely not the weddings.
Hey, all right. Yeah, I know you want to be. With parties, what we want to do is to integrate more in the community, as is the chateau also. Is doing fets, so people can come here, sell their little plants and nice things they make with their hands, isn't it? And honey and all these things.
Châteaudun,
Yeah.
Our nearest, well, we can't really call it a town, village.
They
just had a
800
Feds,
people in the village, so it's a small village.
Fed medieval.
Yeah.
And they had quite a few stalls there.
Mm.
And everything was handmade and local.
Yeah.
Expensive,
Mm.
but still.
Mm.
And there was a decent amount of people that came to see it. Even it absolutely bucketed down. I went to see it. Didn't buy anything. But
So that's what we mean with parties. We're not gonna dressing up. I need to have more wine. Well, I'm saying no, I don't. To be silly.
You do
But-
that completely sober.
I mean, between parties and parties, there's a difference, isn't it? I like a good party, but no weddings. No.
Weddings for the seniors. Not if they're anything like my grandparents.
The Zimmerframe March. I don't know how that would go. Can somebody compose that? Because I help. I sometimes think I should just post the things we say to each other when I'm in Belgium on our WhatsApp, isn't it?
Half of it wouldn't really make sense.
Will the rooms for people who need care be ready are ready to go? Will you work with volunteers? That was one of the last questions. I would love to, straight away. So we had the volunteers to do Boys of My Dentist that came along last year. That went fine. I think I gave them a good time. They worked a few hours. I think they had fun, isn't it?
Mm.
And I would like to post it on the volunteer websites, so people are also insured. But for the moment, I'm that much in Belgium, or I was that much in Belgium. I'm still going to be, hopefully, just to sign and to sell it, isn't it? Fingers crossed. Pour a candle on, please. I cannot do volunteering when I'm not here. I mean, otherwise that would mean Brad needs to cook for them. Brad needs to tell them how the work goes. And I love him to bits, but he's not good. I have to tell him what needs to be done, isn't it? You even tell me. I need to tell you what needs to be done.
You need to give me a list when you go.
So,
and also, I don't really like cooking for myself, let alone other people.
So yes, I can cook a tiny bit better than him. So the moment I don't have to go that much back and forth to Belgium, straight away we'll do volunteering work, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then the most important question actually is, would you buy a chateau again?
With this much work to it? No.
And that's your answer.
The roof.
But we knew that.
It's what put me off the other chateau.
Yeah, but you knew that. You just got blinded then by the nice things of the chateau.
Yeah, the Grand Salon.
If you ask me that question, would I buy chateau again? Because I'm that stressed at the moment. And try to get things sorted. I'm not going to use the word, but it starts with an F, and I would say F no. I can help people anywhere, and I really hope this works. But the stress I have at the moment is I don't show it in the videos, but I'm up most in the middle of the night, isn't it, Brad?
You're a pretty crap
Sleeper anyway, but now it's maybe it's just because nothing got sorted yet, or the shop is not sold, that it keeps me busy. I feel so much responsibility and also anger. How things, the chateau had 400,000 euro work done, but nothing of that has been on the most important thing, the roof.
Yep.
We have a kitchen. I was planning to make a video, but let's maybe not do it. Our kitchen alone costed 100,000. We have an oven that costs as much as a second-hand Mercedes. Just an oven. If you're rich, that's okay, but get your priorities right. Never mind. It's happened. So would I buy it? I say now, no, but I need to help people. And it's this or a big farm where there are always going to be work also. So I probably have to say yes, but just with a very small heart. I don't know if you understand that. Maybe that's something we say in Belgium. It means...
Even I don't understand that.
That means yes, but with a very...
Yes, but also no.
No, it means yes, but it's just a lot of work. And if you want to buy a chateau, remember that. And most people are just, I understand that, just want to make a B&B, or they don't even... So what keeps me going for the moment is actually really is, I want this place ready. We need to make some money out of it so we can take care of people. And that keeps me going. But otherwise, I would run like hell back to Belgium. We got a nice house.
On the upside, I've managed to lose 10 kilos since we moved.
All right. Well, that was a very expensive 10 kilo, isn't it? So we hope you... wait, let me see. The only French cuisine he likes is cream, and lots of it.
I like French pastry.
Yeah. And
Pain au chocolat.
we found a new shop that we really like. We saw all people saying you're in France, and then you got the culinary things. And we said, where the hell do people find that? We went to so many shops, big shops, and we couldn't find fresh things like we could find in Belgium or even in the UK, isn't it, Brad?
Vegetarian stuff.
It's a hell over here.
It's a rarity here.
But even the fish, I remember, and we have a cool thing, so we go straight away in the car, and a cool thing that we even with electricity, so it stays cool. How many fish we already had to throw away, but now we found. Let's not jinx it.
No, don't jinx it, please.
It's a shop. How does it called?
Well, I know the English translation for it is Big Fresh.
Yeah, Grand Fresh. I don't know. Anyway, it's Grand Fresh. Okay. It's a very nice shop. The fish is very good. The vegetables are very fresh. So that's sorted.
And they have proper English cheddar.
Yeah. So Kevin, he should cook more, isn't it? I know people say that if there's a new roof, it's just much, Kevin, at the moment. I think it's the stress and to come back on the question, would you buy it again? Because I want to help people. That's the most important thing. So I'll probably say yes. You say yes with a decent roof.
Or at least not so many really holes.
Oh.
Why they put an asphalt shingle roof on this place, I don't know.
We bought it. It's not like we can sell it straight away. So if somebody wants to switch, who's got the same amount of land, go on. All right. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, what? Hello, Remco. Hello. Remco van Reims. Did I broke the mouse? I probably broke the mouse.
It went to sleep.
Okay.
No, I'm trying to see that. The
What,
heart is
eh?
in the wrong spot.
When you get the chateau,
I'm assuming that means
We
we
do.
got the chateau done.
will you have a vegetable garden?
Well, we hoped to have at least a small one for this year, but that didn't quite happen.
I've been gone for 7 weeks. Brad is, we grew vegetables in Edgware, but all in pots, all nice things. Brad was busy here. We didn't bought any plants or planted anything. We have seed. You should see my seed collection. It's all classified. I'm very, in that way,
Meticulous.
yeah. But no, not this year, but definitely next year. Definitely. We will have tunnels also, isn't it, Brad?
Polytunnel.
Polytunnel or tunnels. I would prefer glass ones, but we cannot afford that. So not yet.
With the risk of hail around here. No.
Yeah, that's true. But definitely next year. The only thing I said to Brad, can we just get a few tomato plants, isn't it?
You said that, and then the day after we end up with the deer in the courtyard.
Oh yeah, the deer. We had a deer on Sunday eating all the rose.
Well, we found it nibbling on the grass, but it came up to it nibbled on the roses.
It came to the front door actually, but we didn't have a camera there straight away, isn't it? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And next week there will be video about me doing more gilding, isn't it? And some other work, because it's the first time now again. We had 2 days nice weather since I came back a fortnight ago. Cut all that grass, not 3 days, decent weather. And since then it rained the whole time, isn't it, Brad?
It's been rather moist.
Very moist. Moist. And vochtig. Humid. So it's now the first days we have decent weather for 2 days, and then next week decent, so we can do more work again. So all the best to you, much love, and I hope you enjoyed it, and tell your friends so we grow a little bit more, because when we're not filming every week, we keep losing people. I do it because it's also nice for me to have later, whatever. If it works, hopefully, isn't it? So I can help more people. If it doesn't work, it's like a testament that we can see. But it would be nice if more people see it. But anyway, the people over here, I'm very grateful and thankful. You too? And at least he's not that camera shy anymore, isn't it? And once we get to 20,000 followers, we will do live again, and he will sit in the mankini. I couldn't resist, sorry.
Don't get me. Absolutely.
Bye. Much love. Bye. Bye.
Where's that mouse?
The mouse is there.
No, I can't find them.
It's just here. Bye. I look fat.